Okay, this is a new series where obviously I do the clean hands or whatever trophy and the whisper ways, I believe it's called, so that you don't get spotted, you don't kill anybody. I will be leaving some of the cutscenes on. When they're on, I will not talk through them, so just enjoy the guide.
One more job shouldn't have mattered. I'd killed nobles before. You could float a whaling ship, and the high-born blood I've spilled. Another noble steps in to replace the last one. All equally corrupt. Why should an empress be different? But she was. I watched her bodyguard's face as they took him away. Dead eyes. I knew I'd pay for this one. Maybe I deserved to. A storm was coming that would shake apart everything I'd built.
Get away from her! Corvo! Mommy!
For 6 months, the city writhed and changed. For 6 months, I tried to forget what I'd done to the Empress and her little girl. But there was no forgetting. I needed to find my next move. But all I had was that name. Delilah. Who was she? A threat? Or an ally? Word came from my second-in-command, Billy Lurk. In a house built on secrets. Lurk was especially good at uncovering them. There was a ship called the Delilah that hunted whales for Bundry Rothwild. A former deckhand who'd made good. Now he owned a slaughterhouse, and he ran his workers like a prison gang. A ship named Delilah. It could be a coincidence, but it's not. In Dunwall, things are always tangled up like a bag of snakes.
And yeah, this is where it starts. By the way, I am voicing over what I've done, so I know that I've done this without killing people and all, just so that I don't have to keep redoing it and keep saying the same shit over and over again. So if you want to be 100% sure that you do it right, just buy the shit that I buy. I will not be going after very many runes at all unless they're right on the path, because this can be easier with bend time and all, but this just isn't how I've done it. I will explain bits that I found a bit tricky. As you can see there, I just got agility. Agility is fucking mandatory, but you get a rune at the start, you can get it. You wait here until this guy gets fucking beaten up, and you can peek over and wait for this guard to walk into that room. Once he walks in, just blink behind him and choke him out. Like so. This is also very important. For some reason, if an unconscious body gets eaten by rats, which happens a shit ton, it counts as you killing them. So whenever you knock somebody out, you have got to put them on a high ledge or something, or a bin, as I had to do a lot in Dishonored 1, so that the rats can't get at them, because that set me back so many fucking hours in Dishonored 1. This guy just sleep there and teleport up. Again, I'm sure there's different routes to take. This is just the one that I found the easiest. I had to replay the mission a couple of times to see what way was the quickest and easiest to do it. I have left in the clip of me fucking failing to put the body up here, because just to show you, if you haven't done it before, it's a bit messy to put them up in the right angle, but again, 'tis worth it. So again, same thing. Choke the guy out. Put his body up. I like when I'm doing these stealth things to typically staying like high places, and I don't typically like run across the ground unless it's pretty mandatory. So you just put his body where the last one was and they won't get devoured by rats. In this one there's a rune that I definitely could have gotten, but I just didn't go for it for some reason. I just forgot. But I only use agility and blink most of the time. Blink 2 if I can get it, but obviously not this time.
There's a man out on the river watching the place. If I weren't so young and pure of heart, I'd suggest he's up to no good.
Has been declared treasonous by the Lord Regent.
You might want to save pretty frequently. I cut out a bit of me saving, but if you're doing a jump like that or something, it seems super easy, but if it gets fucked up, it's just super annoying because you have to knock out all those guards again and put them back again. It's just unnecessary hassle, so save frequently. I also saved up here because, again, I don't like running across the ground where lots of guards are, but sometimes it's just mandatory to do. These bits are very tense as well when you have to knock out a guard and there's another guard right there, but it works if they're far away. And go up to the roof, drop his body there, and you won't get eaten. I'm pretty sure one of the bodies actually fell off of this, but it doesn't matter if they find the unconscious bodies, you still get the trophy. Or I hope you still get the fucking trophy anyway. What am I? Yeah, you do. Because in Dishonored 1 it was like that. So don't worry if they find the bodies. As long as you're far away, it's okay. I was just glad I didn't get eaten by the rats or anything, but they're not near this area. They are underneath though. As you see that cut there, I messed up this bit. I went to pull the lever over there, but the guard was looking. So if you want to be pretty safe and you don't want to be unnecessarily risky, you should just knock him out. It's a lot less worry. And just put him up with the last goals. There are like 3 different entrances into this place, but I found this one just the quickest and safest route to go if you don't want to get spotted. No, that's the way into the slaughterhouse.
Rothwild's got a stubborn reputation. I doubt asking nicely is going to work. We'll have to find a more persuasive.
This bit you can just walk across, but blink to be safe, because I have been spotted walking across before. It's just not worth it. I'm always cautious going up this bit for some reason, but there's no need to be. Those 2 places are blocked off. However, a guard can walk through that way, but he can't see you if you get up. I mess up this blink over to it, and I was going to edit it out, but just in case you fail it. If you want to be super safe, you can restart it, but I looked across and he didn't see me, so I just kept going with it. I'm just checking to make sure no guards are there, but I'm pretty sure they can't walk across there. On that balcony though, to the left of here, a guard does check over there, but it takes him a while to move over. You want to go in here first before getting the guy who owns the slaughterhouse, because if you read these notes it tells you where the interrogation room is, where if you want the non-lethal thing, you have to interrogate the guy instead of killing him.
You were working for Ramsey. How long? How much does he know by now?
Ramsey? No, this is about the workers. This is about fair...
Don't worry, you can knock him out in front of her. She doesn't, like, get alerted or anything. She's grand. You can also talk to her for a different way to destroy the slaughterhouse, but this way is much easier. This bit is super easy. I just fecked it up a few times, so this is obviously me doing it right, but there's a few cuts. Essentially all you do, you make sure nobody's close, you just open the door, close it, and that's it.
I spotted him.
But for some reason, if I close the door once, I fucked his body across the room. Same in here. There's the interrogation chair in there. I pressed square to put him into the interrogation chair, but instead I flung him into it, and so the guards around the place got alerted. It was very annoying. So just be careful. It was my fault, because if that chair isn't highlighted, you just fling him across. You can listen to this bit I skipped it. You just shock him 3 times and then that's it.
I hope that was satisfying.
Okay, so you pick him up, get some elixirs. Again, you shouldn't be using the health ones, but might as well take them. Same with the arc mine, but why not take it? Around this bit, it's not difficult, it's just some of the jumps are infuriating to do because you can't climb up stuff, you have to land on top of it because you're carrying somebody. And sometimes you'll blink and you'll get some momentum and you'll actually feckin' like kind of run for a second when you blink over and you'll fall off the thing. So I'm lining up the blinks just to make sure that I don't mess it up. This jump has gotten me the most when you jump up on this high ledge, because again the momentum can feck you over, and you can see as I teleport over you do kind of stumble a bit, so just keep trying that jump. If you mess it up or reload, whatever, it's probably a good idea to save before doing it, because I did mess it up a few times, sadly enough. That was like the hardest part of the mission, and it wasn't even that hard, so it's fairly easy from now on if you just do it from this. Again, some stupid shit can happen where a guard sees you for like standing up instead of crouching, but nothing extremely difficult. I noticed after editing this that there was a lever to my left that you could open to go on the outside, but I was more familiar with going the sewer route, so you can try go the other way, but just know that it could be different from what you have to do. I do not know. Yeah, it's that lever there. If you open it you can go out, but I was just more familiar with the sewer route. The marker to the sewer exit tells you to go straight, but there's a much easier way to exit through the sewer that I will show you in a minute. These jumps are a bit annoying, but they're not hard to do. If you have agility, that is, they are hard to do without blinking if you don't. So you go into this middle bit, And there is a hatch. If you go behind, there's a little hatch to the right. I was just looking around because I forgot where it was. But you go down this hatch the way you come through, or the way you came through, and you just follow this to the end. The only thing that can damage you here is the rats, but if you just blink over, it's okay. To the left here, there is a room, which you should probably get even though I didn't, just because it's easy to have. I don't know why I didn't go for it.
Under plague conditions, failure to report for work at industries deemed vital to state interests has been declared treasonous by the Lord Regent.
Okay, so from here you just do a few more blinks over, and this bit can be hard, but as I found out, you can just go to the roof, and Baelush can't escape because of the ancient music or whatever, but if you just knock out the guy, they are alerted but they haven't seen you because the 3 lightning strikes or whatever are there,
I'm worried they sent for
but
the
as long
elves.
as they don't go away, you don't see them. It is possible to get spotted over here, but just don't do anything stupid. Try and stay crouched. Yeah, as you can see, the rats in the room, they can eat the bodies, so as long as you had them up there, they're alright.
I'm still trying to figure out why Paris
Okay, that's the end. I'm just
district.
showing the
I know it pretty
screen
well.
so
From
that
what
you
I
know
hear,
that
the Timsh family
I
is
didn't get
practically
spotted or
at war with
anything.
itself. Talk to his niece Tali if you can. I should probably tag along when you go. Crazy rich people are buying up a lot of that Sokolov security technology these days. Keeps the weepers and looters out. I might be useful.
So you leave, and that's it.
Let's go.
I'll try and make another episode today. I just have to redo the mission a few times before I can. Bye.